Press start.
Alright, hello everyone, it's Opisek here, and today it's the first episode of a new SMP, which is actually a continuation of the last SMP. Oh, hello there. Of the last SMP, which was the Propeller Season 1. This one is basically Propeller Season 2, or I believe the Phoenix server, which, yeah, I don't know if it's Phoenix Season 1 now, or if it's Phoenix Season 2. Could you please stop? Which, yeah, it's Phoenix Season 1 or Season 2. That being said, I wasn't too active in Propeller Season 1, but I do hope to get a bit more active in this season of this SMP. And as it's quite easy to notice, we do have some shader action going on here, but all they add is just some shadows, better water, and also weaving plants and some sun rotation. And that's actually all they add. They call it Vanilla Enhanced or Default Enhanced, something along those lines. And that's exactly what they are. They don't really change the look of the game too much. If they do end up looking too weird in this SMP, I am just going to turn them off. Guys, I have found the best thing ever in this game. Look. Look at this. And I found Y, which is amazing. He apparently has some form of map. Buried treasure map. Interesting. And the X should be like right about soon-ish. Here, right below us right now. Alright, so I have finally arrived at where I want my base to be if I manage to escape from this boat. Never mind, turns out deserts are the things which are orange on those biome maps, and mesas are, I believe, red. That being said, there is a mesa way further down this road. Okay, this should be finally it. Ooh, there's also like a village up there, so that's quite nice. This is the savannah, and then further down the road there should be a mesa. And if there isn't any mesa there, then we're just going to settle with this village here. And you know what? Yeah, sure. That's what we're going to start with. We're just going to settle. Wow! Dude, you know what? I don't even care about mesas anymore. I wanna live here. This is like the best village ever. I didn't plan to settle at a village, nor do I plan to settle at a savannah, but I am going to regardless. I'm just going to quickly make like some signs to indicate that I want this village for myself. Also, the other thing is, in this update, those raids were introduced, right? So we are going to need to worry about those a fair bit. But for now, we should be fine. And this is legitimately the first time I'm exploring one of those new villages. You know what? This one has a bed, this house here. Not just where I'm going to store my items and everything else. And look, you can even go up here, and then here you have a horse, some broken farms by the terrain generation, some more houses with chest, and a clay guy. Nice. It's going to be extremely difficult to protect those guys from those bad guys, especially this guy there. But it's definitely going to be a nice task, and I seriously love this landscape here. And alright, this is definitely where we're going to settle. It's going to be extremely interesting. It's making like stairs which go all the way up to the like inspired by maybe some Japanese or like Chinese Shaolin thingies. There's like a broken road here. Do you know what we could do here? We could have like a hanging bridge here. Alright, those ideas, wow, amazing. And the ones we've gone here using this road with those hanging bridges, we'll be able to have another hanging bridge here, which goes over to there. And how do we go all the way up? We're going to have some stairs going around this mountain. You know what? Recently on my channel, I've shown this cool elevator design of mine using lecterns to choose the floor. This has some potential. We could utilize a certain version of this elevator here. And so we've now got a fair bit of equipment which we will be able to utilize by expanding our base even further. I mean, it's already expanded, but what we definitely do want to do is, of course, do those bridges there. And I've actually already planted the trees needed for that. So we have some spruce trees and also an oak tree, which didn't grow quite yet. But let me chop those trees down and then we will see what we can do with it. Okay, so I have got some form of wood. And we're going to turn those guys into slabs, also a few, most likely fences. Not out of this wood, this wood. There we go. And now we should have enough materials to create like a hanging bridge, except I don't really know how to create a hanging bridge. I tried something out in Creative World, it didn't work. So we'll have to see. It's going to be an experience for both of us. Alright, so the bridge will obviously have to start like here. And then it will have to go down, not too far. Here it will obviously have to start there, and then I think we will go by increments of 3 slabs instead of 2 slabs. And then at some point it's going to become 2 slabs. Just like here, and then we'll just connect them. Now we've got some form of shape for this bridge. But the next thing we're going to do is we're going to ruin it in a few places. For example, like this or like that. We're also going to replace a few slabs, a different colored one, and also do some irregularities, like here. Maybe also here. And then also there with this slab. If we're going to have a slab like this, I'm going to put a block behind it. Don't make it look really odd. So that's this side done. Now on this side I'm going to put a slab, like an oak slab here. And then maybe also here. And on the other side we are going to also put some oak here. And that's actually not too bad. That's better than what I expected. Perfect. We'll now have some fences around the side to imitate like a barrier, like a rope. And then we could probably also mix in some oak fences in. So we've kind of got this hanging bridge in already. It doesn't look too terrible, and you can get from one place to another just like this. It's kind of perfect. Now the other bridge we'll have to build is obviously on this side. Just cross through there and then here. This is where the next bridge would have to come in, but for now I don't really have enough blocks to do that, so I'm going to wait for the trees to grow. We've once again got enough wood to create a new part of the bridge series here, so I'm going to go up there. The other thing we will need to do is of course build something here. Maybe like a staircase, like going round and around. But yeah, for now we're just going to build the next bridge over there. And we've arrived at this part of the bridge sequence. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks across, and it's the same height on this side and on that side over there, which will make things just a bit easier for us. What is not going to make things easier for us is the fact that it's suspended in the air, like very high up. So this is the shape of our bridge on this side, and it looks quite okay in my opinion. And now we'll just replace a few of them with oak slabs, just like we did on the other side. And we'll also put some misplacements and some lacks or holes in a few places. So like this, we can also have like one like that, we could have one there. Although that could potentially end up being lethal, so I'm just going to do this. Except it doesn't look too great with the same kind of wood, so I'm just going to go for this wood instead. And then I'm still going to do this. And once again, from this side, that's how this bridge looks like, that's what this bridge looks like. Instead of I'm going to actually use them, I'm probably going to build like an like a water elevator somewhere there. But that being said, it still looks cool and just kind of tells a story, and that's what I really want to do with my bases or anything I build. I want to tell a story, which is why I'm really inspired in this season, since this is just perfect to tell some kind of story, imagining if they were alive, what their life would look like, where they go to farm stuff, where they chill out, and all those kinds of stuff. So that's really interesting, and I really do hope I'm going to be more active in this season. Now, in between the cuts, I have added this thing to go up to there. In my opinion, it really doesn't look that good, so we may just tear it down. If you think it looks good, just answer in the poll in the top right corner right about now. Yay, if you don't find it that good, just answer with nay. Yay or nay. Do we keep this thingy or do we redo it with this kind of bridge design in mind? That being said, I also added the next bridge over here just behind this corner, which it just follows the same rule as this does, so it's just like a parable almost shaped like a curve, which just kind of makes the bridge look natural. And so you've got this bridge over there. We will need to add 2 or 3 more bridges so that we can go all the way up to there. So I thought we could have like a platform sticking out there and have a bridge going up to there and then up to this mountain here and then down to those houses. Okay, it turns out there really isn't much of a mountain around this corner here. So it could be difficult. It could be difficult to find a way to go all the way up, because I want to the bridge go up to here and then up to the top of the mountain. But as you can see, there is no top of the mountain here. So, You know, one thing we could try out is just have some stairs basically going around the mountain in fashion like this. Just gonna cut this water stream off real quick and then we'll continue. So the potential idea would be that we would have like a walkway, like a catwalk even, going all the way up, which could be quite a journey because we have to go all the way up to there. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, so I've finished the catwalk and it looks a little like something like this. We do need to remove some of those slabs from here, but generally this is what it's going to look like, and it's kind of alright. Just put a slab here or maybe here. Yeah, it looks okay. And then right here we will still have this one bridge coming down to that. And so this bridge here is now also almost complete. We'll just put like 1 or 2 oak slabs in here. And then we can already go all the way up from all the way down there, like in the central village. Next up, a bridge here. Well, that's not going to be too difficult, honestly. And bam. Okay, so we have tiny bridge here. And then we also need to get down there somehow. Okay, so we've now got those stairs in place. They kind of went further than I expected, and I also can't put a pillar here, which I would have liked, although we could just try and go like this. Boom. Alright, so this is the pathway to this village, like those 2 houses here, with a tiny farm. And then if you want to go down, you have to go up here to the biggest preserved farm we have here. Then you want to go down here, all the way down. Oh, we forgot to use oak slabs there. Also, download oak slabs here, but honestly, I think it's better without the oak slabs here. And we have a bridge here. We have another bridge here. We have another bridge here. we have a tiny bridge here. We have another bridge here. We have stairs here. And we have a garbage pathway bridge thingy here, which could just be replaced with a normal bridge like there. Oh no! No! Heck! What are those guys doing here? What are those guys doing here? I believe I can't kill this guy because that would mean a raid starting, right? It appears that somehow those pillagers came here and killed almost all the villagers. We have found 3 of them and hid them underground. So we will be able to repopulate the village once we are sure that the village is safe with walls around it and whatnot. However, I do believe that this is where I should probably end this episode. I think these loser kind of SMP videos with not as much progress and pressure will allow me to be less stressed about getting as much done as possible, and will also be more enjoyable because of its shorter length and more comprehensible structure. As always, any feedback left down in the comments below will be very highly appreciated, and I will be very grateful if you could click the like button on this video in order to show your support for my channel. And if you're interested in more of this content, please do consider subscribing. With that being said, this is everything for today, and see you later.